Welcome to Audiobooks Official Today. We embark on a deep dive into the laws of human nature by Robert Greene, exploring its profound lessons one chapter at a time. This book is a treasure trove of insights into psychology and strategy that illuminate the complexities of human behavior. Whether you're looking to better understand yourself or navigate relationships, Greene's work offers invaluable tools. Let's dive right into the wisdom of this masterpiece. Chapter 1. The Law of Irrationality. Have you ever found yourself doing something that doesn't make sense, like acting out in anger or making an impulsive decision? Despite viewing ourselves as rational beings, the reality is that emotions often hijack our judgment. Greene calls this the law of irrationality. It suggests that our emotions, rather than reason, are the primary drivers of many decisions. Consider a time when you acted in the heat of the moment. Maybe you said something hurtful during an argument or spent money on something you didn't need. These actions are not rare, they're deeply human. Emotions like anger, fear, or excitement often overshadow logic, leading us astray. How can we manage irrationality? 1. Awareness is key. Begin by recognizing when your emotions are influencing your decisions. Ask yourself, am I acting on logic or emotion? 2. Take a pause. Before reacting, give yourself time to process. This moment of reflection can prevent impulsive behavior. 3. Seek perspective. Talk to others or analyze the situation from a different angle. External input can help neutralize emotional biases. By mastering awareness of our irrational tendencies, we can begin to make decisions that align with both our rational minds and emotional needs. Chapter 2. The Law of Narcissism. We all have some level of narcissism. It's part of being human. Narcissism, at its core, is an excessive focus on oneself. Greene argues that this trait exists on a spectrum. At healthy levels, it fosters confidence and self-respect. But at its extreme, narcissism becomes toxic, leading to manipulation, entitlement, and strained relationships. Where does narcissism come from? Greene explains that it often originates in childhood. A child who lacks proper validation or experiences neglect might grow up excessively focused on themselves. Similarly, overly indulged children can develop a sense of entitlement. Narcissists often see the world through a mirror effect. They crave admiration and validation, interpreting others' reactions as reflections of their worth. This obsession can lead to manipulative behaviors to maintain a positive self-image. Types of narcissists. 1. The theatrical narcissist thrives on attention and dramatic displays. 2. The passive-aggressive narcissist exerts control subtly through manipulation. 3. The royal narcissist believes in their superiority and demands special treatment. 4. The healthy narcissist balances self-love with empathy for others. How to navigate narcissism? Identify it in others. Look for traits like entitlement, lack of empathy, and excessive need for admiration. Practice self-awareness. Reflect on your own tendencies to ensure you're not letting narcissism distort your actions. Set boundaries. When dealing with toxic narcissists, firm limits are essential. Use strategic flattery. Sometimes acknowledging their need for validation can help manage interactions without losing your ground. Understanding narcissism helps us manage relationships while fostering personal growth and balance. Chapter 3. The law of role-playing life is a stage, and we are all actors, adopting roles to fit various situations. From childhood, we learn to wear different masks to gain acceptance and achieve our goals. Green describes this behavior as the law of role-playing. While adapting to social norms is natural, overplaying these roles or being too inauthentic can backfire. When people sense insincerity, it can harm relationships and damage trust. The challenge lies in balancing the roles we play with staying true to ourselves. How to master role-playing. 1. Self-awareness. Understand the roles you naturally gravitate toward and how they affect your interactions. 2. Adaptability. Be flexible and adjust your role based on the situation. For example, the way you interact with a colleague will differ from how you engage with a close friend. 3. Observation. Study how others behave in social settings. What roles do they play, and how do they influence outcomes? 4. Authenticity. Infuse your true self into the roles you play to maintain sincerity and build trust. Role-playing isn't about being fake, it's about adapting while staying genuine. By managing the perceptions others have of us, we can create better connections and achieve our goals more effectively. Chapter 4. The law of compulsive behavior. Compulsions, those repetitive actions we can't seem to control, often shape our lives more than we realize. Green defines compulsive behavior as actions driven by deep emotional needs or psychological patterns, often operating below conscious awareness. Where do compulsions come from? Many compulsive behaviors stem from childhood experiences. A child who experiences trauma, stress, or neglect might develop habits as coping mechanisms. Over time, these habits can become ingrained, persisting into adulthood. Common patterns of compulsive behavior. Need for control. Compulsively trying to dominate your environment or relationships. Perfectionism. Striving for flawlessness in everything, often leading to burnout. Approval seeking. Constantly chasing validation from others at the expense of authenticity. Addictive behaviors, ranging from substance abuse to shopping or social media. How to overcome compulsive behavior. 1. Mindfulness. Practice becoming more aware of your actions and the emotions driving them. 2. Emotional regulation. Use tools like meditation, therapy, or journaling to process feelings constructively. 3. Break the cycle. Identify triggers and replace harmful habits with healthier alternatives. 4. Seek help. Sometimes professional support is needed to address deeply rooted behaviors. By understanding and addressing compulsions, we can regain control and live more intentional, fulfilling lives. Chapter 5. The law of covetousness. Covetousness, the intense desire for what others have, is a universal human trait. Whether it's material possessions, status, or relationships, we often compare ourselves to others, leading to envy and competition. Green explains that this behavior is deeply rooted in our nature. While some level of desire can motivate growth, unchecked covetousness can harm relationships and lead to discontent. How to manage covetousness? 1. Recognize envy. When you feel jealous, take a step back and analyze the root of your feelings. 2. Practice gratitude. Focus on the blessings in your own life rather than fixating on others. 3. Channel desire productively. Use the things you admire in others as inspiration for your own growth. By shifting our perspective and focusing on personal development, we can turn covetousness into a positive force rather than a source of negativity. Final thoughts. Each chapter of the Laws of Human Nature offers profound lessons on understanding ourselves and others. By exploring these laws, we gain tools to navigate life's complexities, build stronger relationships, and achieve personal growth. Stay tuned for more insights from Robert Greene's masterpiece as we continue this enlightening journey together. Until next time, remember, self-awareness is the foundation of transformation. Human nature and covetousness. Covetousness is deeply rooted in human nature and influences much of our behavior. At its core, it stems from our natural tendency to compare ourselves to others. When we notice others possessing things we lack, it often triggers feelings of inadequacy or dissatisfaction. These emotions create a strong desire to bridge the gap by acquiring what others have. Societal and cultural norms can amplify these feelings, encouraging us to measure success based on material wealth, status, or achievements. Covetousness can take various forms. Envy, feeling upset or resentful because someone has something you want but don't have. Possessiveness, clinging tightly to what you already have out of fear that it might be taken away. Greed, an insatiable desire for more, even at the cost of others. Ambition, the drive to achieve and acquire, which can be beneficial if balanced but harmful when excessive. These behaviors highlight how covetousness can both inspire growth and cause harm. On the positive side, it can drive innovation, creativity, and progress. People often work hard to improve their lives because they aspire to match or surpass the success of others. However, the negative side of covetousness can strain relationships, breed resentment, and lead to destructive behaviors. How to manage covetousness 1. Self-awareness. Start by recognizing your desires and understanding the emotions behind them. Acknowledge the impact of comparisons and evaluate whether they are helpful or harmful. 2. Gratitude. Focus on what you already have and learn to appreciate it. Gratitude shifts your perspective, reducing the urge to constantly seek more. 3. Redefine success. Shift your definition of success from external measures like wealth and possessions to internal growth, personal fulfillment, and relationships. 4. Empathy. Learn to appreciate others' achievements without feeling threatened. By admiring others instead of envying them, you create opportunities for personal inspiration. Short-term thinking, the law of short-sightedness. Humans have a natural tendency to focus on short-term rewards while neglecting long-term consequences. This trait is known as short-sightedness. It originates from our evolutionary past, where responding quickly to immediate rewards or threats was essential for survival. However, in today's world, this instinct can lead to impulsive decisions that hurt our future. Short-term thinking can show up in different ways. Impulsiveness, making decisions without fully considering their long-term effects. Overreaction, responding too strongly to immediate events or challenges, often exaggerating their importance. Procrastination, delaying important tasks because the short-term discomfort outweighs the future benefits. When we focus only on the present, we risk missing opportunities, damaging relationships, and falling into a reactive cycle. How to overcome short-sightedness 1. Self-awareness. Identify when you're acting impulsively or prioritizing short-term gains. Reflect on the potential long-term consequences. 2. Patience and discipline. Practice delaying gratification by training yourself to wait for better outcomes. 3. Big picture thinking. Look beyond the immediate situation to understand the broader context. Consider how your actions today will shape your future. 4. Strategic planning. Set long-term goals and break them into smaller, manageable steps. This makes large objectives less overwhelming and keeps you focused on progress. By training yourself to think long-term, you can make better decisions and achieve sustainable success in life. Defensiveness, the law of defensiveness. Defensiveness is a natural human response to feeling threatened or criticized. It's a way of protecting our self-esteem and ego when we feel exposed or attacked. While it can serve as a shield, defensiveness often creates barriers in communication and strains relationships. People become defensive when they perceive criticism, unsolicited advice, or comments as personal attacks. This reaction can manifest through various behaviors, denying responsibility or dismissing concerns, rationalizing actions to avoid accountability, reacting with anger or aggression. Recognizing the signs of defensiveness in yourself or others is key to managing it. How to reduce defensiveness 1. Self-awareness. Notice when you start feeling defensive and take steps to pause and reflect before responding. 2. Empathy. Try to understand the other person's perspective without taking their words personally. 3. Constructive feedback. Frame criticism in a way that is helpful rather than hurtful. Use positive language and focus on solutions. 4. Calm communication. If you sense defensiveness in others, use a calm and supportive tone to diffuse tension. By reducing defensiveness, you can build stronger, more open relationships. Self-sabotage. The law of self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is when we unconsciously undermine our own goals and well-being. This behavior often stems from deep fears, insecurities, or negative self-beliefs. Without realizing it, we engage in habits or patterns that hold us back. Examples of self-sabotage include procrastination, putting off tasks that are important for success; perfectionism, setting unrealistic standards and feeling like a failure when you can't meet them; negative self-talk, doubting yourself or focusing on your flaws instead of your strengths; addictive behaviors, turning to distractions or harmful habits to avoid facing challenges. How to overcome self-sabotage 1. Understand the root causes. Reflect on the fears or beliefs driving your behavior. Are you afraid of failure, success, or judgment? 2. Develop a positive mindset. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations and constructive thoughts. Focus on your strengths. 3. Set realistic goals. Break tasks into smaller steps to make them more manageable. Celebrate small wins along the way. 4. Seek support. Surround yourself with people who encourage and motivate you. Their perspective can help you see possibilities you might miss. By addressing the underlying causes of self-sabotage, you can build habits that align with your goals and achieve your potential. Repression. The law of repression. Repression occurs when we unconsciously suppress emotions, desires, or memories that feel unacceptable or overwhelming. While this mechanism helps us cope in the moment, repressed emotions don't disappear. They influence our behavior in negative ways, often without our awareness. Repression typically starts in childhood when we learn to conform to societal or family expectations. Over time, it becomes a habit, leading to emotional and physical stress. Signs of repression: unexplained anxiety or stress, constant tension from hidden emotions, sudden anger, outbursts that stem from buried feelings. Self-sabotage, acting against your own interests due to unresolved inner conflicts. Projection, attributing your own repressed feelings to others. How to address repression 1. Self-awareness. Spend time reflecting on your emotions and behaviors to identify any repressed feelings. 2. Healthy expression. Find ways to express your emotions, such as journaling, art, or speaking with a trusted friend or therapist. 3. Mindfulness practices. Meditation and mindfulness can help you stay present and aware of your inner state. By acknowledging and addressing repression, you can lead a more balanced and emotionally healthy life. Envy. The law of envy. Envy is the feeling of unhappiness or resentment when we see others having something we want. Unlike admiration, which can inspire growth, envy often leads to destructive emotions and actions. Envy usually stems from feelings of insecurity or inadequacy. Comparing ourselves to others can make us focus on what we lack, rather than appreciating what we have. Social environments that emphasize competition can make envy even worse. How envy manifests: gossip and backbiting, speaking negatively about others to damage their reputation. Sabotage, taking actions to hinder someone else's success. Passive-aggressive behavior, subtly expressing envy through insincere compliments or subtle criticisms. Show-off behavior, flaunting your own success to provoke envy in others. How to overcome envy 1. Practice gratitude. Shift your focus to what you already have and find joy in it. 2. Focus on self-growth. Set personal goals and work toward them, rather than comparing yourself to others. 3. Celebrate others' successes. Turn envy into admiration. Acknowledge and appreciate what others have achieved. 4. Redefine your perspective. Understand that someone else's success doesn't diminish your worth or potential. By managing envy, you can avoid its harmful effects and use it as a motivator for self-improvement. Through self-awareness, mindfulness, and healthy habits, we can manage covetousness, short-sightedness, defensiveness, self-sabotage, repression, and envy. Understanding and addressing these behaviors not only helps us grow, but also strengthens our relationships and overall well-being. By making intentional changes, we can lead more fulfilling and balanced lives. Chapter 10. Managing envy. Envy is a natural emotion that arises when we compare ourselves to others and feel we're lacking in some way. While it's a common human experience, it can hold us back, making it hard to focus on personal progress. Author Robert Greene emphasizes the importance of recognizing envy within ourselves. To do so requires honest self-reflection and acceptance of feelings like resentment or inferiority. The good news is that envy doesn't have to control us. By addressing it positively, we can transform it into a tool for growth. Strategies to manage envy. 1. Gratitude. Instead of dwelling on what others have, focus on your own blessings and achievements. Gratitude shifts your perspective and helps you appreciate what's truly valuable in your life. 2. Transform envy into admiration. Use the success of others as inspiration. Ask yourself, what can I learn from them? When envy turns into admiration, it becomes a driving force to improve yourself. 3. Self-improvement. Focus on personal growth and development. Set meaningful goals and invest in yourself rather than comparing your life to others. 4. Practice generosity. Be kind and supportive to others. Generosity helps you shift from a mindset of competition to one of collaboration. By building empathy, you foster stronger connections and reduce negative emotions like envy. It's also important to be mindful of envious individuals. Their negativity can be toxic and drain your energy. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who encourage your growth. When you transform envy into a positive force, you can lead a happier, more fulfilling life. Chapter 11. Understanding grandiosity. Grandiosity is an inflated sense of one's own importance, talent, or abilities. It often stems from early life experiences, such as excessive praise or environments with unrealistic expectations. Sometimes, grandiosity arises as a defense mechanism to cover up feelings of insecurity or inferiority. Signs of grandiosity: exaggerated self-importance. Believing your achievements or talents are far more significant than they are. Lack of empathy. Focusing only on yourself and disregarding the feelings of others. Overconfidence. Taking excessive risks because of unrealistic assessments of your abilities. Need for admiration. Constantly seeking validation and praise from others. While ambition and confidence are healthy, unchecked grandiosity can have negative effects. It can alienate others, create emotional instability, and lead to failures when unrealistic goals aren't achieved. How to manage grandiosity. 1. Grounded realism. Develop a realistic view of your strengths and weaknesses. Set achievable goals and be honest about your limitations. 2. Humility. Recognize the contributions of others and understand that everyone has unique strengths. Practice gratitude for the support and opportunities in your life. 3. Empathy. Shift your focus from yourself to others. Pay attention to their feelings and needs and build meaningful connections through active listening. 4. Continuous learning. Acknowledge that there's always more to learn and improve. Stay open to feedback and embrace opportunities for growth. Balancing ambition with humility allows you to achieve greatness without losing sight of reality. Chapter 12. Breaking gender stereotypes. Traditional gender roles often limit how we express ourselves and pursue our interests. These roles are rooted in historical and cultural norms, but are less relevant in today's society. Gender rigidity suppresses individuality, making it harder to explore our true potential. How gender rigidity affects us. Emotional suppression. Men may feel pressured to hide vulnerability, while women may avoid assertiveness. Career limitations. Certain professions are stereotyped as male or female, discouraging people from following their true passions. Relationship imbalances. Traditional gender roles can create unequal dynamics in relationships, leading to dissatisfaction. Strategies to overcome gender rigidity. 1. Reflect on gender influences. Think about how traditional roles have shaped your behavior and choices. Identify areas where you might feel restricted. 2. Embrace opposite traits. Encourage yourself to develop qualities traditionally associated with the opposite gender. For example, men can practice vulnerability, and women can cultivate assertiveness. 3. Learn from role models. Look up to individuals who have successfully broken free from gender constraints. Study their journeys and apply similar lessons to your life. 4. Support others. Create an environment where everyone feels free to express their authentic selves. Encourage friends, family, and colleagues to embrace their full range of traits and interests. By integrating both masculine and feminine qualities, we unlock greater creativity and live more balanced lives. Chapter 13. The importance of purpose. Aimlessness is the lack of direction or clear goals in life. Without purpose, we may feel unmotivated and dissatisfied, even if we achieve success in some areas. A strong sense of purpose provides focus, clarity, and resilience. Consequences of aimlessness. Lack of fulfillment. Without meaningful goals, life can feel empty. Procrastination. Uncertainty about what to pursue leads to delays in taking action. Susceptibility to influence. A lack of direction makes it easier for others to sway your decisions. Benefits of purpose. Having clear goals gives us motivation to take action, helps us prioritize our efforts, and keeps us resilient during challenges. How to find purpose. 1. Self-reflection. Explore your passions, values, and what truly matters to you. Identify activities and goals that align with these priorities. 2. Set clear goals. Break big goals into smaller, manageable steps. This creates a roadmap for your journey. 3. Eliminate distractions. Focus your time and energy on what aligns with your purpose. Avoid activities that don't contribute to your long-term vision. 4. Build a support system. Surround yourself with encouraging people who understand your goals. Seek mentors and role models who inspire you. Purpose may evolve over time, so stay open to change and adapt your goals as you grow. Chapter 14. The power of conformity. Conformity is the tendency to follow group norms to fit in. While it promotes social harmony, it can also suppress individuality and creativity. Negative effects of conformity: suppressed individuality. Unique thoughts and talents may be stifled. Stifled innovation. Groups that conform too much lack creativity. Compromised values. Peer pressure can lead to ethical compromises. Using conformity wisely. 1. Choose your environment. Surround yourself with diverse, inspiring people. This reduces the urge to conform to a single perspective. 2. Think critically. Question group norms and analyze situations independently. 3. Cultivate self-reliance. Build confidence in your own values and trust your judgment. 4. Practice assertiveness. Express your opinions even when they differ from the group. Understanding conformity allows you to fit in when necessary, but also stand out in meaningful ways. Conclusion: by recognizing and addressing emotions like envy, grandiosity, aimlessness, and conformity, as well as breaking free from gender rigidity, we can create a more fulfilling life. Each chapter offers strategies for self-awareness, growth, and building healthier relationships. When we focus on authenticity and purpose, we unlock our full potential and achieve greater success and happiness. Human nature is a fascinating and complex subject. In his book, The Laws of Human Nature, Robert Greene delves deeply into the traits, behaviors, and motivations that drive us. This summary focuses on key themes like fickleness, aggression, generational differences, and death denial. Let's explore how understanding these ideas can lead to better relationships, personal growth, and a more fulfilling life. Fickleness. The ever-changing nature of human behavior. Human behavior is often unstable and influenced by external circumstances. Shifts in power, social status, or personal gain can change a person's loyalty or actions over time. The desire for something new and exciting, combined with a fear of boredom, pushes many to seek fresh experiences, leading to fickleness. Fickleness can manifest in several ways. 1. Changing loyalties. People may switch allegiances in personal relationships, work environments, or even political ideologies, depending on what benefits them most at the time. 2. Inconsistent behavior. Acting unpredictably or making decisions that seem contradictory can confuse others and erode trust. 3. Short-lived commitments. Many start new projects, relationships, or goals with enthusiasm, but abandon them once the excitement fades. The effects of fickleness can be damaging. Loss of trust. Inconsistent behavior undermines trust in personal and professional relationships. Instability. Frequent changes in loyalty and commitment create uncertainty in various areas of life. Missed opportunities. Giving up on worthwhile goals too soon often leads to regrets and lost chances for success. Strategies to overcome fickleness. To manage and reduce the negative effects of fickleness, Green suggests the following. Be reliable. Consistency in actions and commitments builds trust and credibility. Understand others. Take the time to analyze why people behave inconsistently. This helps you anticipate their actions and adapt to them. Set boundaries. Protect yourself from the negative impacts of others' fickle behavior by establishing clear personal and professional limits. Practice patience. Resilience and calmness will help you stay grounded when dealing with unpredictable people or situations. By addressing fickleness in yourself and others, you can create stronger, more stable relationships and pursue meaningful goals with greater focus and determination. Aggression. A double-edged sword. Aggression is another key aspect of human behavior. Green defines it as an instinct rooted in our evolutionary past, where it played a role in survival and dominance. While aggression often carries negative connotations, it can also be a powerful force for positive change when channeled effectively. Types of aggression. 1. Direct aggression. This includes overt actions like verbal confrontations, physical violence, or openly competitive behavior. 2. Indirect aggression. More subtle forms, such as gossip, sabotage, or passive aggressiveness, fall into this category. What drives aggression? Aggression stems from several psychological factors, such as survival instincts. Historically, aggression helped humans secure resources and protect themselves. Desire for power. The need to assert dominance or achieve status can fuel aggressive actions. Frustration or fear. When people feel threatened or frustrated, aggression can emerge as a defense mechanism. Consequences of unchecked aggression. When aggression isn't managed, it can lead to serious issues. Damaged relationships due to mistrust and conflict. Escalation into violence, causing harm to individuals and communities. Harm to one's reputation and potential legal consequences. How to channel aggression constructively. Green emphasizes the importance of self-awareness in managing aggression. Here's how. Self-reflection. Regularly examine your emotions and behavior to identify aggressive tendencies and their triggers. Differentiate aggression from assertiveness. Learn to express needs and boundaries clearly but respectfully, avoiding hostility. Find positive outlets. Engage in physical activities, creative projects, or challenging goals to release aggressive energy in a productive way. Develop empathy. Understanding others' perspectives reduces aggressive impulses and fosters cooperation. Learn conflict resolution. Approach disagreements calmly and rationally to prevent escalation and build mutual respect. Controlled and focused aggression can drive success, helping you overcome obstacles and assert your goals without causing harm. Generational myopia. Bridging the divide. Generational differences often lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Green refers to this as generational myopia, the tendency to view the world through the lens of one's own age group. Each generation is shaped by the historical events, cultural shifts, and technological advancements of its formative years, influencing their values, priorities, and behaviors. Manifestations of generational myopia. Clashing cultural references. Different generations may struggle to relate to each other's interests or communication styles. Technology gaps. Younger generations often adapt quickly to new tools, while older ones may resist change, leading to frustration on both sides. Value conflicts. Diverging views on issues like work-life balance, environmental concerns, or social justice often stem from different life experiences. The impact of generational divides. Workplace productivity can suffer when teams fail to bridge these gaps. Social divisions may deepen, weakening community cohesion. Opportunities for collaboration and innovation are lost when generational strengths are not utilized. Building understanding across generations to overcome these divides, Green suggests the following. Practice active listening. Take the time to understand the experiences and perspectives of other generations. Encourage open dialogue. Create safe spaces for conversations where people can share their views and learn from each other. Adapt and embrace change. Be willing to learn from younger or older individuals and incorporate new approaches into your life. Focus on shared goals. Identifying common objectives can unite people and foster collaboration. By valuing generational diversity, we can bridge gaps, reduce conflict, and unlock the potential for creativity and resilience. Death denial. Embracing life's final truth. In the final chapter, Green tackles the universal tendency to deny or avoid thoughts of death. While the fear of mortality is natural, avoiding it can lead to unfulfilled lives and poor decisions. Green argues that accepting death is essential for living with purpose and clarity. The effects of death denial. Unfulfilled lives. People often postpone meaningful goals, thinking there's always more time, only to regret it later. Risky behavior. Denial of mortality can lead to reckless decisions, as individuals act as though they are invincible. Poor planning. Failing to acknowledge life's limits often results in neglecting health, relationships, and long-term plans. How to embrace mortality instead of avoiding thoughts of death. Green suggests confronting it head-on to enrich your life. Practice mindfulness. Focus on the present moment to appreciate life's beauty and impermanence. Create a legacy. Think about how your actions today can positively impact future generations. Explore philosophy. Reflect on the nature of life and death to find meaning and perspective. Prioritize health. Recognizing life's fragility motivates better care for your body and mind. Cultivate gratitude. Accept that death is a natural part of existence and focus on making the most of your time. Awareness of mortality can inspire us to live fully, make better choices, and pursue our passions with greater intention. Conclusion. Mastering the Laws of Human Nature. Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature is a powerful guide to understanding ourselves and others. From addressing fickleness and aggression to bridging generational divides and embracing mortality, each chapter offers insights that can transform relationships and personal growth. By mastering these laws, we can navigate challenges more effectively, build deeper connections, and unlock our potential for success and fulfillment. Let's take these lessons to heart and strive for a more intentional and meaningful life. If you enjoyed this summary, please support our channel by liking the video and subscribing to Audiobooks Official. Keep exploring yourself and the world around you. Until next time.